world of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King Classic Blind. We're in Dalaran, and that means one thing. Or, it means like 3 or 4 things, but...
Hey there.
First up...
Have a good one.
The Daily Cook quest. 4 Rhino Dogs,
See you later.
4 Mustard. See if we can find this mustard. It's always a bit of a situation. Also, we need the Rhino Dogs. We need to put some stuff in the bank, and we need to sell some things, and the fishing quest. It's a lot. That's okay.
Hello.
It's always interesting to see how long we can get away with running into the bank. Put these in here for now. Worry about that some other time. Anything else in here we need to put in the bank? Not really. Rhino Dogs. We got rhino meat. Oh. That is the next best thing. For rhino meat.
Safe travels.
And everything we need to make the Rhino Dogs. That's good. We'll get the plants first here. And pick up the fishing quest. Right here.
Need help?
Dangerously delicious. New grass boasts bountiful catch of for the brazen. In winter grass, huh?
See you around.
That's fine. I'll work with that. Alright. Plants. Maybe around here somewhere. Wild mustard. Spice people. There's wild mustard. It does slow things down, doesn't it? Maybe like the best spots for picking wild mustard. Yeah, there's definitely spawns in here. There's one. At a certain point, it's more worth it to just kind of stick in one location, maybe. There's any up in the flight area? The answer to that is yes. At least one. Oh, there's another one. Would it be so kind to give me a third wild mustard here? Like a no. That's okay. Alright. Let's see if another one spawned in the middle here. Good of a spot as any, I suppose. Answer is yes. Campfire. Rhino Dogs. Can't get any cooking levels from these, as there's no cooking levels to get at this point. And put them in the basket. There you go. Look at his hat. Look at the speed of the rock fins. It is an aspiration that we have here. And who wants these mustard dogs? Bring them to Archmage at Crisis Landing. Very good. We get our spice. And obviously the more important one is the
What can I do for you?
reward. Because the spice you can just buy.
Be careful.
And also another 15 gold is also nice. I will take an extra 15 gold. How are we doing on gold? 480? It's not bad. Could be worse. Could be worse. Alright, let's sell some things.
Looking for
To this
something
flower
specific?
vendor. Gray. Soulbound plate. What It's just worse in every way than our other shoulders that we already have. Gray. Why don't I put Kloss wrist? That's disenchantable. Gray. The old legs, which lack the attack power and agility. They do give some hit, but we're okay on hit, so yeah. Our new legs that we got from the heroic dungeon are better. And some rocks. Always a good time. Merchant doesn't want Ruins Lake Plates of Carnage. Really? Alright, sure. That's your choice, I guess. Here's some shoulders here. They got some expertise, but they lose that much strength and crit. Probably not. Vendor those. Save these fish. Don't need those. This bell is gray. Baby spice. Yeah, we can sell those too. Okay.
See you around.
Got a nice supply of spices here. That's always good. Put the fish in here. It's good enough. Interesting that these... Where did we get these that these are now not sellable at all? It's definitely something. Anachronist, Sculpin, Salmon. Yeah, something like that. Those away. That's sellable. To be disenchanted. Yeah, really weird that these are... They must have been like...
See you later.
I don't know where we got these. Where's the Plates of Carnage? They don't have any auction value. Anything else we have that doesn't have a sell to value? Vendor price. Looks like this cape doesn't have a vendor price. Fascinating. Most things do, though. Not this. But that does make some sense. We bought that with the little emblem stuff. One of these. So I guess we just kind of get rid of it, eh? We can't sell it. We can't disenchant it. We can't auction it. It's soulbound. That's a bit of a shame. Should we want to delete this? Yeah, it's not like I can do anything else with it. Weird. Anyways, let's get the mission off here and put on this quest. Our only connection leading us to Icecrown, the final zone. Speak to Officer Van Rossum to secure passage to the Skybreaker in Icecrown. Then report to High Captain Justin Bartlett. Officer Van... something or other? Yeah. There he is. He's over here with his group of guys. His Marines are elites, but he's not.
Hey there.
Wow. Skybreaker patrols Icecrown to find no fire ship in all the realms. Take me to the ship.
Go with honor.
All sorts of different flying contraptions out here. Hey, we discovered location there. Must be the furthest bit of the horde area there. And we got some floating rocks. Yep, those are some floating rocks. Yeah, we never had a flight path go this direction. Here's the Icecrown wall, iron wall dam, full of pestilent horrors. Oh no. The broken front. Yeah, trying to assault Icecrown here is going to be a process for sure. There's some Serenite down there. Actually, listen. This is the Death Gate. That's good. Those guys are level 80 too. Wow. The Valley of Lost Hope. This is what we're up against, eh? There's the ship. Nice names of places here. The Valley of Lost Hope. The Bombardment. So we're heading pretty far north here. There's a vertical area there. Okay. So this is going to be our staging ground here on the ship. Alright. Wild. Was it moving? Skybreaker? There's Orgrim's hammer over there. Yeah, we're definitely moving a little bit. That's pretty wild. Alright, who we got here? Knight Captain Drosh?
Greetings.
Come to make yourself useful?
See you later.
That's the dream. That is the dream. Alright, just talk to everybody here. Grab everything. Epsilon the Pious. The time of judgment is nigh. In your heart, you know justice is the only true path. Judgment day comes.
Hey, good.
Please don't walk away from me.
Off with you.
We cannot defeat the Lich King on our own. Divided we shall all fall. I implore you to answer the call, brother. The Argent Crusade accepts all who would volunteer to aid in the war effort. High Lord Tryon Fordring himself awaits you at the Argent Vanguard. Get upon your mount and fly to the southeastern reaches of Icecrown. It is there you will find Lord Fordring and the soldiers of the Argent Crusade. Go now, warrior, for Judgment Day comes.
Watch, get her back.
We got a shield mage,
What brings you
helping with the
here?
shields. Lurid and Sarian. Got some cool, fancy, glowing swords. It's good to see you again, Eric Erickson. How can I ever forget the man who saved my sister's life? We do that a lot. It's all fun and games.
Tomorrow is another day.
The Knights of the Ebon Blade want to take the Scourge base, known as the Shadow Vault, to the northwest. I have a contact in their group who has asked for help. The first step is to blind the Lich King. He's using a device known as the Ocular to watch the area, which floats above the vault's spires. Our dwarves have created something for you to use against it. After the eye has been destroyed, find Baron Silver on the vault grounds, straining to still be under the Lich King's will. Destroy the Ocular and report to the Baron Silver at the Shadow Vault. That's sounding...
We are done.
All those names are very, very similar to stuff happening in Outland. Terracar. Shadow Tomb. Ocular something. Shadow Vault. Lots of stuff like that. You can only have so many spooky vaults before they all kind of clump together. Got Chief Officers, Psychical Marine, Vindicator, Deckhands, galore. More shield mages, protecting everybody. Engineers. Yeah, they're really working. Let's head into the upper area here first here. There is High Captain Justin Bartlett.
Well met.
The best war is a swift war. The same can be said of conversation. What say you, dwarf?
For the Alliance.
Hey, welcome to the Skybreaker. From here, we are laying our groundwork for the assault on Arthas. There's a lot of work to be done. Before we can get into the real meat of it, we want to make sure that the Argent Crusade is adequately reinforced. We're going to need their help later. If you've not already, speak to Epsilon the Pious on the main deck. Yep, we did.
Light bless you.
And Sky Captain
Need help?
Mark Jackson. Alright. A navigator. Another navigator. This is definitely a location to put the steering. Can't really see much. It's probably fine. Let's head down below decks here. See what other stuff we got. A galley chief, Dillinger, sells things and is a shop.
Be careful.
Good. Some nice chairs to sit in. Fantastic location. We can plot our course and all that. Got plenty of guns and rockets. Very good. Got cannoneers, and engineers. Oh yeah. We got cannons for days here. I'm sure that's gonna go beautifully. My goodness, they have a lot of weapons in here. But it makes sense. Trying to ambush all this area. Taking on the Lich King. There's so many quests. Oh. Another cannoneer. A bunch of them. All sorts of guys. Yeah, that's something right there. Continue down. Or I guess this continues up. This gets us to the back of the ship. Mirrorheim. There's an elite troop transport down there. Defenders. Pretty cool. That's a very large bomb. My goodness. Does it look like we can really get down there? Probably shouldn't get down there. Look like there's Chief Engineer,
Interesting.
Butt Wrench. Got something that needs Titan Dwarf, browse your goods, engineering shop.
Seeing you.
Alright. So not a huge amount of stuff in here. Let us keep moving. We can fly into the bomb. Delightful. That's totally safe. Definitely a pretty large ship. Moving around. Pretty cool. Alright. So we need to head a direction here. Let's see, Ocean Crusade. Southeastern reaches of Icecrown. I mean, we're pretty southeast. There's the Argent Vanguard. Let's go that way. But first, is it safe? Safe to be here? Looks safe-ish. Safe enough. Scavenging Geist. Makes more sense to be Serenite here. My goodness, what a mess. What a mess of a place. Oh, look at this guy. Bone Sentinel. Spooky. He's guarding. Well, we'll just let him guard. Got some pestilent horrors. My goodness. Moored with the Death Gate. Good. Ideal. There's some stuff up here too. Spooky stuff. This is Scourgeholm. Looking like a good time. Captured Crusader. We're just going to not worry about that. I'm just here to mine. We'll probably be back. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. That's Dalaran right there. And this is spiders. This is the breach. Like spider webs or something. And then more of the bug guys. This is the Argent area. We got Crusaders of Virtue hanging out. Alright, let's get in here. There's Crusader Lord Downforce. Siege Master Fezzik in his one of the tiny houses. Oh, danger! Explosives on premises. Let's get away from that. What else we got in here? Crusaders in all the ways. There's a web crusader right there, and they're just not even trying to go save him. Hilarious. Here's Glory. Big old dragon. Penumbris. We discovered these proto-drakes at the Bronze Dragon Shrine in the Dragonblight. We knew at once that they were akin, our blood from ages past. My apologies, warrior. You're probably confused. I'm Penumbris of the Bronze Dragonflight. Taking this form out of convenience. It's much easier to communicate and live amongst mortals while immortal guys. How can I help you? Argent Sky Talons. We got a whole bunch of dragons chilling. Always a good time. And a full light path. 8 and more in here. Always good. Supply officers.
Only the finest goods.
Poisons and stuff.
For the Alliance.
The flight path.
You need something?
It's right next to Dalaran. It would still charge you 57 silver to go there, eh?
See you around.
Dalaran's right over there. Hilarious. It's a good place to have the flight path, though. Can't really blame them. Got some injured guys. Archdruid Leandra.
What brings you here?
So it's a pleasure to meet heroes such as yourself in this forsaken land. Something of assistance I can offer.
May the stars
right now.
guide you.
The Fireforge. He's got his blacksmith and
See
stuff.
you soon.
Full blacksmithing system here. Forge and anvil. Good. You gotta like hover over things here. Weird. Mr. Colin
You need
Tully.
something?
Got Crusader water skins, restoring mana. Crusader's rations for healing. And steaming chicken soup. Restores health. You get well-fed buff of stamina and spirit. Just the thing for a cold Crusader. Very fancy. We'd probably prefer the attack power and more stamina. So, not exactly super exciting in of itself, but
Be careful.
thematic. Injured guys. Dropped off the freed Crusader is dead. It's probably fine. See, Commander. Some engineering supplies from this guy. Good. Ammunition.
Something specific?
Fantastic.
Safe
There's
travel.
a spider over there. Came from there. Let's keep heading up. Argent Vanguard indeed. Got a horse. Crusader. Quartermaster. Pretty has some cool stuff. Argent Crusade Tabard here. Need friendly. We got that. Got some honored, revered. Right here. Jewel crafting. Tailoring recipes. Revered, exalted. Came out with the Star Protector. Probably adds stamina defense to a head slot item. Yeah, there's a lot of decent stuff in the reputation things. Definitely something to continue to look into. There's the Ebon Watcher. And another Tyrian Forging.
The time of the Argent Crusade is now.
See if we can get their dialogue to... Well, we can start the dialogue here. This stream reacted swiftly to the breach, faster than I anticipated. You're dealing with a being that holds within it the consciousness of the most cunning, intelligent, and ruthless individuals to ever live. Lich King is unlike any foe that you have ever faced, High Lord. Though you bested him upon the holy ground of Light's Hope Chapel, you tread now upon his domain. You cannot win, not like this. What would you have me do, Darian? Yep, what's the plan here? Nothing. There's nothing that you can do while the light binds you. It controls you wholly, shackling you to the ground with its virtues. Choose your words wisely, Death Knight. You stand amid the company of the devoted. Yeah, they wouldn't like mess with the light there. The Young Watcher shakes his head. Look upon the field, High Lord. Lich King has halted your advance completely and won the upper hand. The breach you created was sealed with Nerubian webbing almost as quickly as it was opened. Yep, we flew there. We flew through there. Your soldiers are being used as living shields to stave off artillery fire in the Valley of Echoes, allowing the forces of Lich King to assault your base without impediment. Lich King knows your boundaries, High Lord. He knows that you will not fire on your own men. Do you not understand? He has no boundaries, no rules to abide. That is definitely a situation. We will do this with honor, Darian. We will not sink to the levels of the Scourge to be victorious. To do so would make us no better than the monster that we fight to destroy. Then you have lost, High Lord. It's definitely a situation. My faithful knights have served me well. Seems that their recruitment efforts have yielded a hero. Aye.
Do not lose faith.
Archer Crusader petition.
Only by working together
Honor
can
above
we
all
succeed.
else. Long has been the path of our salvation, young warrior. We have fought across continents, worlds even, to reach this point. Now we face our greatest challenge, the destruction of the Lich King and his Scourge. Last, we find this battle divided. The Horde and Alliance are in the throes of war and will lend us no support. We must remain unyielding in our cause. For what choice have we to do otherwise? Do you join the cause? Lend us your strength, warrior. My commander, Antari, awaits you at his post.
The end of the Scourge draws near.
Alright. Here is Antari. Where both the Alliance and the Horde failed, the Argent Crusade succeeded. The success, however, was short-lived. Our breach into Icecrown was quickly, and with force, rebuffed. The Lich King's retaliatory strike was immediate and brutal. Now we are on the defensive. Scourge tactics. We had the element of surprise on our side. We blew a hole into the side of the mountain and charged into Scourgeholm. Scourge opposition was fierce, and it wasn't long until we were overwhelmed. We fell back to the valley and began raining artillery down on the Scourge that followed. This held them back for a while, until those monsters began using Crusaders as living shields. We had to stop shelling for fear of killing our own soldiers. Free our Crusaders trapped on the field outside the base, warrior. Free 8 webbed Crusaders. And also more quests. One from Father Gustav here. Curing the incurable. The number of injured soldiers rises with each passing day. They're being stricken with some type of toxin that we have never before seen. Whatever it is that these Nerubians hold within their venom glands is lethal and incurable. So far, we've only been able to slow down the poison flowing through the victims' bodies. We must devise a cure. Venture northwest to the valley outside of the Vanguard and slay the Forgotten Depths Nerubians. Recover their venom glands and bring them to me. Okay. And Crusader Lord Delphars. We can't keep this pace up, lad. Once the breach was blown, the floodgates opened up. The Scourge have been pouring through ever since, with no end in sight. We need every able-bodied man and woman to help keep the tide of evil at bay. Get out there and do your share, friend. Kill as many of those monsters as you can. 15 Forgotten Depths Nerubians. Well, that's gonna be it, because we need to get a drop from them. Here we go. Ah! There's a bug in there. There's a venom sac. Perfect. Oh, they're getting just overrun over there. Save everybody here. Got another sack. Seems to always be a guy in here. This is the eyesore blaster. We're not really succeeding in saving the cocoon, guys. He's sneaking. He's being very sneaky. Find potentially a different webbed crusaders. They're not doing very good. There's some ice thorn. Fancy. That's webbed crusader. There's a freed crusader. Oh, what a mess it is out here. These guys don't have much health, do they? As soon as they're constantly dying. If farewell, friend, I must return to Arctic Crusade. Let's scourge, feel the fury of a million foes. Seems like there might be. Oh, and he healed you? Oh, how nice. How nice of him. Hey! Get help from him. It seemed like that worked. I think it was just the whirlwind hit the case there. All sorts of venom sacs. Hey, they're freed. Perfect. Sometimes there's actual guys in there. A lot of the times it's just these ambushers. The ambushers, they're ambushing. Who would have thunk? Who could have possibly foreseen that? All sorts of different sections over here. This is a graveyard. Dangerous place to be. Well, with all the enemies outside. Yeah, they really have taken out this entire area, huh? That really threw me for a loop there. Let's take these guys out. You guys are not saved. Got a rifle from them. Nope, nope. Don't want that. Just need to keep trying the webs here. So it also knocks us out of targeting, unfortunately. A lot of the times it's just a guy in there. That's 6. 7. I think the assumption that the guys get webbed and then the Nerubian shows up probably killed them. We're trying though. We're trying. Here's something. Very magical doodad. Just need to keep on popping as many of these as we can. Eventually, there's going to be an actual guy inside. There we go, we got it. Perfect. Got some spider loot. Can never have too much spider loot. Always a good time. Turn these in. How many of them could there possibly be? We feel enough to fill 10 graveyards, and still they come. The situation looks grim, friend. Well, they are undead. They're probably just coming back constantly too. We need to get some fire going in here, probably. No waste with magic. A trinket, which increases attack power, and also on equip, your melee range strikes have a chance to increase your expertise rating by 258 for 10 seconds. That is additional attack power compared to this. And instead of having to activate it to increase haste, we get a chance to increase expertise. Maybe. And then spell power. I mean, not having to activate the trinkets is also kind of nice. 140 haste for 2 seconds or 20 seconds every 2 minutes. So, like, 1/6 of the time. Or some chance for more expertise. I mean, this is just always more attack power. We'll just go with that. Seems reasonable. And the other quests we turn in. We recovered the venom glands. Yep. Thank you, Eric Exon. I'll begin the tests on these samples immediately. It is my hope that a cure will soon be found. Get some potions and some money. No, we have to choose the potions. I mean, we got plenty of these, and these actually have potentially some value. So I think we're just gonna go with these ones. We got a lot of healing potions. It's not really a problem. Okay. And let's go over here. There are still many Argent Crusade soldiers out on that field and in Scourgeholm, Eric Erickson. While your help is appreciated, there is still much left to be done. I'm sure. If there are survivors. Across the Valley of Echoes, west of here, and through the breach, is the first Scourge encampment in Icecrown, known as Scourgeholm. We fought a good fight at Scourgeholm and killed many Scourge. At the end, we were forced to retreat. Many soldiers were left behind, their fate unknown. If there are survivors, we must attempt a rescue. Directly down this southeastern path is Penumbris, ally of the Bronze Dragonflight and caretaker of the Proto-Brood. Seek him out and ask for his assistance. Can do. Go bring the dragons over to check out how things are going. No. That's just him. Here we go. Penumbris nods. My kin will help. Together we will battle the Lich King and his undead legions. That's the plan. Into the wild green yonder. We'll do all that we can to assist you, Eric Erickson. The Proto-Brood have volunteered to fly you across the breach and into Scourgeholm. Rescue any captured Argent Crusaders that you find. Turn them immediately to the Vanguard Infirmary, located at the center of this base. Choose one of the Argent Sky Talons in the Penvis behind me and go. Scourgeholm is located northwest, across the Valley of Echoes, through the Great Breach. Rescue 3 captured Argent Crusaders. Okay. Done a similar thing before here. Alright. Through the breach. What we got? Grab captured Crusader. Drop off captured Crusader. Soar. Increase flight speed by 385%. It's got decent uptime too. That's nice. Alright, there's one. You can tell by the way that he is green. Thank you, friend. We're not out of trouble yet. We grab more than one? Probably not. Worth trying, though. We carry a capture on your Crusader. It must return. Yeah. Then I saw the Lich King. It's only for a moment, but it was there. It turns so cold, friend. So cold. Yeah, we've seen the Lich King a few times. It's been a whole thing. It has been a whole thing. Going fast. There you go. Thank you, hero. Oh, no problem. No problem. That's good. Yeah, an additional 385. That's a very specific speed boost. 385%. That's fine. Review. Let's get out of here quickly. That is definitely the plan, eh? Don't want to be hanging around here any longer than we need to. Except we are going to be hanging around here for quite some time. Do all of the stuff out here. They're planning a huge attack. Need to warn. Hi, Lord guy. That's only two. Guess we need to do another one. Not a shared rescue 3 people quest, eh? Alright. That's fine. That's fine. There's an ore in here that I would have grabbed. And opportunity. Let's quickly go down here. Get out of here. That'll do nicely. Back through the breach. Just powerful dragon sprinting. Very good. Very good. Had you not come along, I was died for sure. Oh, I'm sure of that. I'm sure of that. Rescued.
We shall triumph.
Soldiers are being used as living shields to stave off artillery fire in the Valley of Echoes and forces the Lich King to assault your base without impediment. Yep. Lich King knows your boundaries, High Lord, as you will not fire on your own men. Do you not understand? He has no boundaries, no rules to bind. True. That is how it's being, isn't it? This might just be what they're saying. Yeah, they're just doing this again. Arthas. He strikes recklessly, without care or caution. We've caught him off guard. High Lord, Tyrion Fordring pauses, lost in thought for a moment. We'll bolster our defenses and weather the storm. How good are you with a cannon, Eric Erickson? I've gotten some experience with the cannon.
Each of us.
On. Oh. Just dragon chilling there. It's fine.
Put your faith in the light.
A cold
and
front
all is
approaches.
possible.
The chill of death stirs in the west, threatening to freeze our hearts and souls to this wasteland and bind us to its dark master. We'll stand and we will fight. Preparations have begun. Report to Siege Master Fezzik at the front gate for your assignment.
Courage is our greatest
Hey.
weapon.
Danger explosives on premises.
Hey, how you doing?
Must be quick or face being overtaken by the Scourge. There's really no time for instructions, Dwarf. You're just going to have to jump in and hope for the best. With some emblems of heroism.
Be good.
Last line of defense. Oh, there's a dragon over there. I've triggered the base's defenses, warrior. Top each of the vanguard's 4 towers is a retractable Argent Crusade cannon,
Put
blessed
your
by Father
faith in the
Gustav
light,
himself.
And all is
You
possible.
need to fly up there to one of the towers and man a cannon. This is to destroy the Scourge onslaught that the Lich King has deployed. There's one warning. The Scourge will undoubtedly send their frostworms to lay siege to the towers. Shoot them out of the sky. Destroy the walls and towers in space. We're done for. Destroy 100 Argent Crusade attackers.
Keep it real.
The time of the Argent Crusade is now.
Fire! What do we got here? Oh boy. Reckoning bomb. Reckoning bomb ready. Purge evil from this land. And we'll destroy these guys. And we need to deal with those guys here too. Fixing the tower, keep the baddies off us. Okay. This is pretty good. Wrecking bomb ready. Let's fire it over that way. Oh, another dragon. We could probably just destroy the smaller guys. That should do pretty good. Wrecking bomb ready. I reckon we're gonna do just fine. This is definitely an attack, though. My goodness.
Put your faith in the light.
99, 100. Wrecking bomb's ready. Stop moving. I'm gonna reckoning bomb you. Fire! Think you can attack our towers. Get out of here. There we go. Leave vehicle. It's going about as well as you'd hope.
What's up?
You handled the cannon like a goblin gunner, friend. You saved the Vanguard and the Argent Crusade, all the while backing the High Lord himself up on the field of battle. Amazing. Here's some trinkets. Mana and on-use spell power. No. Haste and on-use attack power for 15 seconds. And critical strike and on-use spell power. This is definitely the one we would want if we wanted it.
Have a good one.
I should phase this back into the world here. That's a decent amount of attack power, but only for a very small amount of time. Compared with the other things we have options are. We did it! We did it! We saved the city! And not even in an ironic way. Once more into the breach.
Find the strength within you.
The Vanguard is secure, ally. We have reclaimed the Valley of Echoes, taken down the web walls blocking entry to the breach. Now it's time to strike at Scourgeholm and establish our presence inside Icecrown. The battlefront moves on. I've asked the Ebon Watcher for his assistance with our assault upon Scourgeholm. His intimate knowledge of the Scourge will be invaluable in our efforts. Go now and report to him at the tent outside of the breach, northwest of here.
Courage is our greatest weapon.
Alright. So, everything has been defeated. Woo! We did it. Got the dragons on the ground, the webs destroyed. We're moving on. Got St. Patrick's Bomber, Masons, Architects.
All is not lost.
What I do for the Argent Crusade now should only be viewed as fulfillment of an obligation. A payment, if you will. The High Lord freed me from the grasp of the Lich King, laid before us all the path to salvation. With that said, it must be understood that our methods differ greatly. I and the Knights of the Ebon Blade will help the Argent Crusade lay their foundations within Icecrown. And then we will part ways, the payment made in full. A different destiny awaits us. Once more into the breach,
The
hero.
shadow of hope remains.
My knowledge of the Scourge tactics is without equal, and Watcher peers at you. Before the battle for Light's Hope Chapel, my knights and I served under the Lich King. His icy grasp controlling our every action. Light of Dawn changed everything.
We must forge our own destiny.
The purging of Scourgeholm.
We are eternal.
The Scourge have sent their armies at the Arching Crusade have been repelled. What they do now is called a slash and burn. All prisoners that they hold at Scourgeholm will be executed and raised as servants to the Lich King. Well, that's not good. Undoubtedly, the Arching Crusade will request that you give their soldiers a proper farewell. I'll ask no such thing of you. To succeed, you must kill Scourge indiscriminately. Venture to Scourgeholm, northwest through the Reach, and lay waste to all that stand in your way. Alright. Kill 3 Forgotten Depths High Priests, 3 Forgotten Depths Underkings, and 8 reanimated Crusaders.
The Knights of the Everblade will not falter.
Shame. What a mess. The stone that started a revolution. When you look at Scourgeholm now and see a rancid pit of decay, one day it will be a place of glory and honor. High Lord Fordring has deemed it. Justice Keep. Alas, even an impregnable fortress like Icecrown Citadel, man with but a single stone. So begins our search for the stone to start a revolution. Travel to Crystal Song, south of here, and seek out the Unbound Thicket in the east. Once there, gather crystalline hardwood from the thicket floor and elven masonry from the ruins of Shandaral. Interesting. He's got a plan. He's got a plan going. It could kill us all. The plan? Probably. Southeast of here, at the eastern reaches of Crystal Song Forest, is an area known as the Unbound Thicket. Within that thicket creeps all manner of life. One thing all the affected creatures of the thicket share in common is their affinity for magical energy. Each of them holds pure crystallized energy, enough to kill us all should it ever be destabilized. Travel to the Unbound Thicket and kill its denizens for crystallized energy. We need fuel, and they need to die. We call that a win-win. So, we're gonna go mess with the thing that, if it was unleashed, it would kill us all. Yeah, sounds about right.
Harness
Sounds
your
about
energy. Make it useful.
And there's also the Scourge Stone. A Scourge Stone is an item given to all Scourge upon birth or creation. It provides certain benefits to the holder. But more importantly, it allows Scourge leaders visibility into the location and movement of all of their units. That is a distinct tactical advantage, my goodness. With enough Scourge Stones, I might be able to track the movement of other Scourge units across Icecrown. Slaughter Scourge in Scourgeholm, gather all the Scourge Stones that you find. Return to me when your bags are full. Hopefully not all of our bags. We got a lot of bags. We just need 15 Scourge Stones.
We are eternal,
I can make that happen.
unyielding.
I can make that happen. I can get these bags full. Don't you worry. And one more quest in here. From Father Gustav. The Restless Dead. Not all of our soldiers made it out of Scourgeholm. Many were slain and turned into twisted reflections of their former selves. Such is the way of the Scourge. For those damned souls, there is no eternal peace. We must provide their souls rest. Travel through the breach into Scourgeholm and slay the skeletal reanimated crusaders. Sprinkle this holy water on their bones, so their spirits may be freed. Right. Okay. And this one is up in a different direction. Cross that off for now. We got holy water. That'll do nicely. Yeah, just the amount of uptime on that. This gives us melee critical strike, or chance on melee or in range critical strike to increase attack power by 1,000. That's the Mirror Truth. This one gives melee and ranged strikes, just any strike at all. Have a chance to increase your expertise rating by 258. It's probably better. Attack power and chance of a bunch of expertise, or haste and 1/8 of the time attack power is not a huge amount though. We'll consider it. Anyways, we've got 2 different directions to go. One to head back to Crystal Song Forest for a little bit, and then another to head through the Reach. Should probably go back before heading forwards. At least that's the plan. Next time. Goodbye.